Nice to meet you, Monica.
Nice to meet you.
Now, I don't remember. Have we met before?
We have.
The Hormel sales reps kind of come in and go every 7 months, so...
Yeah, I'm Monica Clavoon, and you are...
Daniel.
Daniel. Okay. Nice to meet you, Daniel. I believe we have met before, so it's good to see you again. You've changed your hair a little bit, so...
Yeah. Trying something new.
Yeah. So how have you been?
Good. Really good. We got a big football game this weekend, and don't get to go this time because we're so far up north, but I'll be watching on TV.
All right. Well, go Tigers. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. So last time we had talked, Daniel, you'd said that your grocery store, Larry's Food, was expanding to Texas. Are you guys still planning on doing that?
Yeah, we haven't quite gotten there yet. We've got some logistical issues to work out, but we're definitely planning on it, so we don't have a timeline quite yet.
Okay, very good. Well, that's definitely exciting. Something to be looking forward to coming up.
Yeah.
So I know last time we talked, I had briefly mentioned the Natural Choice that Hormel is offering.
Yep.
And I had you take a little sample, and
it was good.
Good. Well, that's what I'd like to talk to you about today, is just implementing some Natural Choice and seeing if that would work out to help your store.
Okay.
So what are your goals for your grocery chain as far as the premium meat department?
Well, I don't really have any goals per se for the premium lunch meat department. I'd say for lunch meat in general, I just like to continue our sales. Right now we've got Oscar Mayer, and they've got 24 facings, I believe. Okay. They're doing really well, so I'm just hoping that we can continue on that success.
Yeah, that's very good. I like to hear that you guys are doing well with that, because the premium lunch meat, is definitely a big category and has a lot of target market out there for you guys. So, are there any concerns that you have with your premium meats, and maybe some areas that you might not be hitting with your current?
I can't really think of any. I mean, I know our sales are good, so I guess, once sales get bad, that's when you kind of start looking at the category, right?
Okay, definitely. Have you considered implementing any natural products? Because I know Oscar Mayer right now doesn't have any on the market.
I'd be interested in looking at it, I guess. I haven't really given it a lot of thought.
Yeah. Okay, and last time we had spoken, you said that Larry weighs in on some of the decisions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had talked to him before this meeting, and he knew we were going to be talking about the lunch meat category. He's fine if I just make the decisions for that category.
Okay.
So.
Very good. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about what we have here. You can take a look at the product, because it's been a while since you've got a chance to look at that. But with Hormel, what we're offering here with the Natural Choice is a natural product that has no preservatives, artificial flavorings, or nitrates and nitrites. So all of those ingredients are present in what you currently offer to your customers with the Oscar Mayer brands. So this is something a little bit different. It targets a little different market as well.
And I think I know what the nitrites and nitrates are, but how is it possible that there aren't any in here? Because I thought that was part of the preserving process.
Okay, that's a very good question. I have a little informational sheet here for you. You can go ahead and keep this so you can show it to Larry as well. But how we preserve the meat in this case is through a high pressurization process with water. So it's high pressure pasteurization, and we've actually patented that process so that we can have kind of the lead in the industry for the premium meats to make them all natural. So there's a lot of information on there, and you can read through that on your own time a little bit later, but it just kind of describes a little bit more of the process. So the meat is already packaged, and then it's preserved after that.
I thought you said there weren't any preservatives.
Right, it's preserved naturally.
Okay.
Through just the pressurization and the natural salts that they put in there. So
then if it doesn't have any preservatives, then wouldn't it spoil pretty easily?
No, there's actually a really good shelf life to that, from 90 days up to over 100 days. So, yeah, it will last just as long as the other meats that you currently have out on your product line. So,
I think that's kind of what Oscar Mayer's at right now.
Yeah, so it's very similar, and in the fact that it can last just as long. So you don't lose that. As a retailer, you still have that time to get it up on the shelf. And it does have to be refrigerated too.
Okay.
Did that answer your question about how it's preserved? Okay.
Yep.
Very good. All right, so that's a little bit about the product. We do have several different varieties that we offer here.
Okay.
And I'll let you take a look through those. We have 12 different kinds.
12.
Yes.
I only have space for 24 total items.
Yeah, sure.
So,
and you said that with the Oscar Mayer you had 12 varieties of those, right?
I have 24. Well, I think it's 22 two or double faced. So,
okay.
But yeah, I've got 24 facings.
So 24 faces whole, and then the 22 of the actual varieties.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And of those, do you see any of the similar, like flavoring? I guess we offer several different.
Yeah, a lot of these are the same: oven roasted, honey, smoked, mesquite.
Okay.
Ooh, cracked pepper turkey. I don't think they have one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
Okay. And the difference here between what you already offer to your customers is that, like I said, it hits a different customer base. So I don't know if you're familiar with organic and natural grocery lines.
Yep.
But it's a pretty big target market out there, and some consumers stray away from the deli meats because of their concerns about the nitrates, the nitrites, and those artificial flavorings that they put inside of those. So with our products, what we're aiming to do is target those customers that have that health concern. So it's hitting that group that would normally shop for organic products, and they might buy similar products like the Horizon Organic Milk and the Dannon Natural Yogurt. Do you sell those as well?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So those would be really good complementary products. And with Hormel...
I do have a question, though.
Okay,
because for those items, the Horizon Milk, I feel like those customers know that it's organic, and they get that that's an all-natural item.
Yeah.
I don't know that my customers are going to see this and know that it's 100% natural. I mean, I know it says it, but Horizon is a brand that my consumers are expecting to be natural, whereas Hormel, I mean, all your items are natural, right?
Right. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because with Hormel, we do offer a lot of promotional support for you as the grocer. So what we could do is we could do some co-branding and put together an advertising or a sales promotion that would combine your Horizon Organic Milk with our Hormel Natural Choice meats, so that your customers who are already purchasing the milk and the yogurt because they know it's natural, now they can associate that as well with the natural choice of Hormel.
Yeah.
So we can definitely work with you and provide a lot of support on that aspect of it for the promotion and the advertising.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think that would work well to get the customers on board and get them familiar with the product?
Yeah, I think definitely with the co-branding, that would be great. And we love to do those ads, meal deal type ads, so I think that would be a really good idea.
Very good. Do you guys use a lot of coupons and sales discounts within your grocery store?
Yeah, we have a mailer that goes out in the newspapers, and those typically have meal deal coupons. We like to do, like milk and cereal, or bread and sandwiches, or lunch meat. So things that are going to create an entire meal for our customer. So I think that'd be a really good idea.
Good. I think that co-branding would work really well too.
Definitely.
Very good.
So I guess this definitely seems premium. So what's the price on an item like this? Because I know how much the Horizon Milk is compared to the regular.
Sure. From the consumer standpoint, the suggested retail for our packaged products are $3.99 to $4.99. So they're actually very competitively priced compared to Oscar Mayer, which you're currently selling. Okay. So you won't have to worry about upselling in that way, because the prices are still really competitive there.
And do you know what my Oscar Mayer price is? Because you said this is $3.99 to $4.99. So do you know how much Oscar Mayer costs?
Oscar Mayer, from what I've seen in the other grocers, are within the same range.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that pretty comparable to what you guys are putting out? Because everyone I know is a little bit different on what they choose to do for their retail.
So. It varies by market a little bit, but I think we're between $3.99 and $4.99. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But I know what their profit margin is when they're selling at $3.99. So are you going to be able to offer a pretty good profit on this product?
Yeah. What we're aiming to do is to be able to provide it to you at a price that you can still maintain a really good profit margin. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the order form here.
Okay.
And you can see that all of our meat comes in the 12 pack of the retailing, which I'm sure you're really familiar with because it fits on the shelf really nicely. So for each of the 12 packs here, there can range from 6 to 8 ounces, which is pretty standard as well, and those will be $27 for the pack.
Okay, and then so at a $3.99 or $4.99 sales, you know what my margin will be then?
Your profit margin, if you were to sell it at the $3.99, you would be paying $2.25 for each individual pack, and then what you would make off of that would be $1.47, and then if you were to up it to the $4.99 cost, you would make $2.47. Okay. So your profit margin is still really high with those. Okay. Does that sound pretty reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Very good. And I know you said you had limited shelf space.
Yes. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. I know I only have 24 spots for all my lunch meat.
Yeah. Well, since we can't do anything about that, we'll try and work with you to see if we can come up with a package that would work well for you to launch the Natural Choice and implement it in addition to what you're already selling. And I know I touched on before that you can reach a different customer base. Right. And if you think about all the customers within your 150 stores of your chain that are currently either spending less money because they're not opting in to buy the deli meats, or you might be losing the sales to those grocery stores that do offer those, like the organic grocery stores. So if you think about that and then put that out across your 150 stores, there's a pretty big chunk of the target that you're missing without a naturals line in your deli meats.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Okay. So looking at this here, and I know you said some of the flavors do overlap, but we do have some other choices that you may not already offer. What flavors or what types of meat sell really well from what you're already doing with Oscar Mayer?
Ham and turkey for sure.
Ham and turkey.
Those are by far my best sellers, yeah.
Okay. And you said that the cooked pepper jack is one that you don't currently offer?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a cracked black pepper turkey except for like behind the glass deli, where they like slice it.
Sure.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Do you think that would appeal to customers if they could get it prepackaged?
I think so.
Okay. Very good. And what about the other flavors? Do any of those stand out to you that you think the customers would like and you could sell through more?
Well, I guess I'm a little bit concerned, Monica, about if I put any of these items in, are they going to take away my sales from Oscar Mayer? You know what I mean? Because I am doing really well with those items, and I'm just afraid that if I take their spot, are they really going to provide the sales to make up for the spot that I'm losing for Oscar Mayer?
Okay, so you're mainly just concerned about losing sales by limiting the space.
Right, yeah.
To Oscar Mayer. Okay. Definitely, I understand where you're coming from with that, and I will tell you that our Natural Choice line is the fastest growing line in the premium deli market right now. Okay. So you shouldn't be concerned with missing out on any sales. You should actually be excited about picking up new sales, as I was saying, with a different customer base. Okay. So what I would suggest for you would be to think about which of the Oscar Mayer maybe are not selling as well, or which ones you said you have double of, two of the different types. So
so I think I definitely could do 2.
Okay. Yeah, and I think with these types of products, it's very similar to any other types of the products that you sell in your grocery line, but the more options and the more variety you have, the more you're going to be able to push through as a retailer. Okay. So 2 would be great to start off, but I think if you were to do at least 4 just to get started, then that would help build that awareness, because like you said, we want people to associate the organic with the Natural Choice. So if you have more options for them, then there's a greater chance of them to do that. Okay. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I only have 24 spots. Yeah. I think it's 6 to a row. Okay. So, to have 4 and then to have the 2 Oscar Mayer, I don't know if that's going to look very good.
So you said you have 6 of the rows?
Yeah, it's 6 to a row and it's 4 rows. So there's 6 across Oscar Mayer right now. Okay. So if I were to take those out, then I'd only have 4 of the Natural Choice. Maybe we should just do 2, because then they'd be in the corner.
Do you think we could do 6 all the way across, either the top or the bottom, so that you could still
have a full brand.
Right, have a full brand going across, and it's good to integrate them and keep them together, like
right.
keep all of the deli meat together. So I like that idea to keep it there, but I would just suggest doing 6 across, so that way you can get the variety there, and then you'll still have both of the brands.
Okay.
So you could do either the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
So of those, which 6 do you think that you would want to try out to begin with? And, we can always switch it up down the road if you want to do different.
Well, which ones do you think are going to have the highest sales rates? I think this cracked turkey is definitely in, because I don't think anybody else makes anything like that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
But I want the ones that are going to sell.
Okay.
So.
Well, you said that right now the turkey and the ham sell really well with Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would pick one of each of those. And just from my personal preference, I really like the honey ham. Okay. Especially since we're coming into the holiday season.
Yeah, maybe we should do the honey ham and the smoked ham. Do 2 hams. What's a better seller, the oven roasted turkey or the mesquite turkey?
Those are pretty comparable to each other. Okay. And once again, going for my personal preference, I like the oven roasted turkey.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
And then,
do you currently have any beef or salami that you're offering through the Oscar Mayer?
I think we do. Okay. We'll try one of these weird ones down here, because those aren't ham or turkey. So we'll just let's try the roast beef.
Sure.
And then we'll do another turkey, because turkey's my best seller. I don't know why. I don't like turkey very much, but maybe the smoked. Let's try smoked.
The smoked turkey. Sure.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't even ask you how much slotting I'm gonna get, because if I'm gonna give you a whole row, gosh, I would probably need at least $7,000 an item. I mean, typically we do about 5, but I'm gonna give you a whole row, so.
Okay. And how we do the slotting fees typically with Hormel is that it's on a tiered basis. So obviously, the more, like you were saying, the more space, the more allowance we'll give you for that. Okay. And what we typically do for 6 individual items is to do a $5,500 allowance for each item. Okay. But we also offer that additional promotional support that I was talking about, so we can assist you with coupons. If we do advertising sales, then we can help subsidize those costs as well. So we'll definitely look into getting some of those promotions going as well.
Yeah, but if I'm going to give you a whole row, I should probably get at least $6,000 an item. Don't you think?
I'm only authorized to do the $5,500, but like I said, later on we'll be able to do more promotional activities and help with your advertising. And
well, is there another option?
There is, yeah. If you wanted to get within the 6,000 range, we could just add one more in there, and I know that would kind of throw off our shelving scheme, but it would get you pretty close to that.
I guess I'll just take the 6.
Okay, very good. Well, I'll have this all filled out for you, and then I'll have a copy sent over to you and to Larry as well.
Okay.
Okay. And you can keep that sample there if you want, so you can try that out. I know you said turkey's not your favorite. Maybe you can find somebody else. Yeah, and when will your next shipment date be?
You can probably bring them in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So
beginning, let's see, it would be
11, call it 11/20.
Okay. Oh yeah, today's 11/11/11, isn't it?
It is.
That's very exciting. Okay. Oops. All right. So I'll go ahead and take this with me, but I'll send you over a copy as well. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, very good. And then I'll be following up with you to set up a meeting in about a month to see how everything's going. And
sounds good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Monica.
Have a good day.
You too. I'm going to walk you out.
Okay, thank you.